Here it is, guys. Patch 14. It just dropped. Just want to make a quick video on what to expect with this patch. Let's jump right into it. Patch 14 is now live on every platform. We are going to skip some of this PvP stuff. Sorry for my PvP goers. New feature, Trials of Resolve number 2. 4 new challenging ordeals to get new items have been added, designed for experienced players. New feature, War Gear 2.01. This is a small intermediate update to the War Gear system. We are adding a third War Gear slot to some classes, so tabards and capes could be equipped at the same time. Yes, more detailed customization. This is why some tabards were removed from some chess pieces in the patch in preparation to be moved to a separate slot. With patch 15, you will be able to equip everything together. Ooh, can't wait. Gonna be dripped out. In addition to that, with the next update, robes and tabards are coming to Vanguard and Heavy. Capes for Bulwark are also in the works. Yes, it's all we wanted was capes on our bulwarks. However, it will take a bit more time, not in patch 15. Unfortunate. Hey, but it's in the works, since robes need to be removed from chess pieces first. Oh, and something we should have done a long time ago. Customization feature also coming in patch 15. So much to look forward to. Robes for the assault and tactical classes have been added, along with tabards for the assault class, which can be earned by completing new ordeals. New feature, weekly rewards for participation in PvP. Earn alloys for participating in PvP on weekly basis. New feature, PvP team reshuffle. At the end of the PvP match, players will be randomly assigned to teams based on match results. Experimental feature will be turned on and off on back end. That is a very nice feature. I do have a little bit of time in PvP, so I know exactly the pain of how it feels to be on a balanced or unbalanced team. New heroic items. Added 6 heroic weapons: Thunderhammer, Power Fist, Bolt Carbine, Melta Rifle, Power Sword, Stalker Bolt Rifle. Added 4 heroic armor pieces. Deathwatch Hand. I'm so excited for the Deathwatch Hand. Deathwatch Chest. Ultramarine Champion Pauldron. That is a very cool piece for the Ultramarines. These are the 6 new weapons. So excited. Can't wait to try the Power Fist out. New season pass content. Salamander's Champion with its signature multi-metal weapon skin. Raptors pack. Oh man, look at that. Look at that champion skin. Beautiful. And can't forget about the Raptors. Gameplay and balancing tweaks. Firearms in PvE. Heroic bolt pistol. Damage increased by 15%. Very nice welcome. That gun was falling off a bit with these past couple patches, so it's nice to see that they're giving it a buff. Secondary bolt carbine. Maximum ammo increased by 2 magazines for all versions. Added 2 magazines instead of 1. Guys, that's not enough. It needed a damage buff. It needs its perks to be reworked. Not 2 extra magazines. It's still going to have the same problems. It's going to need more. Fire cannon. Increased range by 15% in both stances. I tried this in the PTS and it felt really good. I can't wait to try it in the live game now. And God rest its soul, burn damage. Auspex scan no longer affects burn damage. it was bound to happen. Sorry guys. Melee and PvE. Omniscient Axe. Explosive Strike. Perk of Omniscient Axe now causes an energy explosion at the point of impact on the enemy. Ultima Ratio. The time to reach the maximum additional damage was reduced by 35%. Here's the meat and the potatoes. Following your feedback on the PTS, the 6 new heroic weapons received buffs. Salamander's Power Sword. We understand that a lot of you wanted it to be a burning blade, but only Gilliman gets to wield one. That is an amazing response to that. Good for them. Fixed perk activation. Now it should work according to the description. It should affect only light attacks. Increase max stacks from 5 to 6. Increase number of stacks you gain to get perfect parry from 1 to 3. That is pretty huge. I cannot wait to try that out on Bulwark. Even Tech Marine. Combi Flamer Bolt Carbine. Increased damage by 20% for a Bolter Barrel. That is a chunky increase there. That should be very viable. Increased burn status effect. Accumulation speed for Flamer Barrel. Okay, nice to see that. Fixed ammo refill for Flamer Barrel. I remember that was a pretty nasty bug in the PTS. Glad to see that they fixed that. Death Watch Stalker Bolt Rifle. Decreased number of body shots to activate perk effect from 5 to 4. That's pretty big. Perk now activates on any body shots, not on body shots on a single target. Yes, that's what everybody was asking for. Now it could be super versatile. Increase headshot damage multiplier to match relic versions. Yes. Very nice. That's huge. Increase perk damage bonus to 30% versus Minoris, Majoris, and Extremis enemies. And to 10% versus Terminus enemies. That could be pretty big for a sniper, you know? Giving out just that little bit of support for your teammates. Can't wait to see that. Salamander's Melta Rifle. Increased damage fall off range. Increased damage by 10%. Yes, it needed that. It was slacking in the PTS. Death Watch Power Fist. Now, for me personally, this is my most anticipated weapon, was the Power Fist. So I'm excited to see what they have done for it. Improved animation responsiveness for entering Melta Blast Stance. Yes, it was super clunky in the PTS. Fixed tracking for the Melta Blast move. Thank you. That was extra clunky. Greatly increased direct damage for Melta Blast move. Melta Blast Burn effect AoE is slightly wider. Added directional input to Melta Blast move. Lowered Executioner's Axe now properly restores contested health with new attacks. PvE perks. This patch is very light on perk changes, but Big Promise rework is coming for tactical class with the next update. This anniversary update is going to be huge. Probably bigger than the last one, especially with Chaos Siege in the works. Who knows if that'll come with 15. I guess we'll see. Tech Marine. Perk. Methodical Destruction now works with Prometheum Can. Very nice to see. Maybe we'll see more Tech Marines running equipment builds. PvP balance tweaks. We're gonna skip that. Sorry, my PvP goers. Ordeals in Siege mode. reduced the number of kills required for new Eternal War ordeals to 50/200/500 compared to the I think it's a typo, to the PBE requirements. Oh man, I don't think that's what anybody wanted. I think everyone wanted this specific ordeal to not be tied to PvP. I think they wanted it to be only on PvE. I don't think I'm going to see a lot of people go to PvP just to do this. We'll see. Siege mode, Tech Priest. Effectiveness has been greatly reduced. Base max income now starts at 720 for the team and gradually decreases with each wave to 300 at wave 30 plus, like all other sources of income. Yes, we saw this in the PTS. It was very strong, but they are also compensating by giving us an increase on the amount of points we get at the end of the wave and side objectives. We'll see how much that matters. Increase enemy damage resistance cap on high waves. Why? Like, nobody asked for that. Scarab Occult Terminator Sorcerer added as a mini boss. Siege mode accolade rewards are now given based on reaching wave 15, not surviving 15 waves. Levels, customization, enemies, levels, lots of minor fixes with level geometry. Customization, added robes for assault and tactical classes to be unlocked with new ordeals. Added tabards for assault class to be unlocked with new ordeals. Added Mark X Pristine Aquila to refinement and redemption shop. Added free Raptors Neat decal. Black Templar Champion backpack split into 2 parts. Skeleton part is now part of a war gear slot and can be used on a heavy class. Lots of minor customization fixes for both Loyalist and Chaos. Enemies, lots of minor fixes with animations. Scarab Occult Terminator Sorcerer. Third Flurry attack is now repostable in both combo variations. Very nice to see. Reduced beam attack by 33%. Well, that's quite a bit. It needed it. Trust me. This guy stretched me out in the PTS. I'm sure I'm not the only one. Increased beam attack cooldown by 15%. Perfect dodging beam attack now applies Gunstrike Mark. Oh, that's huge. That was the one thing people really wanted. Glad to see that they added that. Beam attack illusion follow up now has a 8-second cooldown. Yes, that was so strong. He just spammed me with those things. Beam attack illusions follow up is slightly easier to avoid. Split into 3 illusions attack is no longer interruptible. Reduce HP of illusions by 15%. Illusions focus slightly less on ranged attacks. Radio beam attack cooldown increased by 25%. Follow-up attacks will happen with a slightly bigger delay. AI Director reinforcement waves no longer include ranged Scarab Occult Terminators. AI Director reinforcement waves will have smaller chances of having lesser sorcerers. Various bug fixes. Got general fixes here. Oh, wait. I see something about squad unity already. Fix the bug with sniper's efficient readiness perk not reloading the gun if the player used the ability after lingering concealment perk effect. Fix an issue with siege mode accolades rewards not being awarded in some areas, some cases. Thankfully, thank the Emperor, we are finally getting a fix to that. I've seen so many people say they're not getting the rewards because of the doing the hard siege mode. So nice to see this. Fix the bug with the Bolt Sniper Rifle. Strong start. Perk not working consistently with the heroic Bolt Sniper Rifle. Fix the bug with Vanguard's tactical prowess not working on the Zoanthrope in some rare cases. Fix a bug with split up and squad unity, battlefield conditions, working with bots and interfering with gameplay. Fix a bug with split up and squad unity, battlefield conditions, activating and deactivating at inconsistent distances. Finally, I know it's a little after that one weekly that they had squad unity in, but glad to see that it got fixed. Fix a bug with tacticals, Kraken penetrator rounds, class perk, affecting burn damage when switching to a bolt weapon. That was very strong. That was a pretty nasty bug. It's been around for a little bit now. Fix a bug with tacticals, Kraken penetrator rounds, class perk, affecting projectile weapons, grenade launchers when switching to a bolt weapon as they fly. That was also another one. Yeah, it was very strong, so it was bound to happen. Fix the bug with suspicious behavior, battlefield condition dealing full damage to allies instead of 50% damage. Wow. See, I never really noticed because I would avoid stratagems if they had that modifier in it. Fixed an issue with the headshot damage on the heavy bolt rifle relic. Ophelian Librarian beta not working properly. Lots of minor fixes for Blessing and Atonement system in Siege. Hopefully now that if you re-roll a modifier in Siege, that it's not the same modifier. That kills me. Lots of minor bug fixes, lots of minor localization bug fixes, lots of minor UI and sound fixes. Okay, that sums it up. Can't wait to see you guys out there.